Is this Congress or high school? I mean, and I'm being serious here because there was Representative Paul Gosar was censured for putting out a troll video of him hurting AOC and a bunch of other Democrats, and look at it. Everybody's outraged. I mean, everybody. It's unbelievable how outraged everyone is over this video, and they censored the guy. It's like, seriously? Are we really wasting our time with this instead of doing things that actually matter? And AOC, she loves being the center of attention. Look, she's so happy about it. It's like, look at her. I'm gonna play this video. It's 6 minutes long. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but this is ridiculous. This feels like high school. You know, they're over there arguing. He said the wrong words, and he said this. You know, and he tried to kill me, and blah blah blah. AOC has the history of this, by the way. I mean, for January 6th, she pretty much accused Republicans of trying to kill her, even though she was nowhere near the rioting on January 6th. She was in her office like almost a mile away. She was nowhere near what was going on there in January 6th. But yeah, I mean, she loves a drama queen, center of attention. She's so happy. She's so happy about this that she's center of attention again. Let me just. I'll play some of this because this is ridiculous.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Madam Speaker. I've been serving in this body just under 3 years. In that 3 years, an enormous amount has happened.
Look at her. She's pretending to be emotional. So fake.
The Republican leader's remarks when he says that this action is unprecedented. What I believe is unprecedented is for a member of House leadership of either party to be unable to condemn incitement of violence against a member of this body. It is sad.
It is sad. It's a sad day.
A member who leads a political party in the United States of America cannot bring themselves to say that issuing a depiction of murdering a member of Congress is wrong.
Murdering a member. It's wrong. How dare you do that? She walked right into the troll, right into the trap, like she usually does. And she loves this. She loves being the center of attention.
Instead, decides to venture off into a tangent about gas prices and inflation. What is so hard?
What is so hard
about saying that this is wrong?
Because it's not a big deal. Jesus Christ! She loved it. Like, how dare you make a little anime saying that you're going to kill me? This is outrageous. Censure him. Censure immediately. And the Democrats do. She's like a teenager.
This is not about me. This is not about Representative.
No. Of course not. It's not about you, except you spend 6 minutes and 7 seconds running your mouth about how dare he trying to make a video talking about how, oh, he's gonna kill me. Me. She goes on, too.
Gosar. But this is about what we are willing to accept.
Accept.
Not just the Republican leader, but I have seen other members of this party advance the argument, including Representative Gosar himself, the illusion that this was just a joke.
It was a joke.
That
Take
what
a
we
joke.
Say and what we do does not matter so long as we claim a lack of meaning.
Yeah.
Now this nihilism runs deep. And it conveys and betrays a certain contempt for the meaning and importance of our work here. That what we do, so long as we claim that it is a joke,
you might as well just cry like a child.
That what we say here doesn't matter. That our actions every day as elected leaders in the United States of America doesn't matter. That this chamber and what happens in it doesn't matter. And I am here to rise
what are you
to
talking
say
about?
that it does. Our work here matters. Our example matters.
Wait. What do you do? What do you do in Congress? You do nothing. Especially you AOC being one of the most ineffective members of Congress. What do? You do nothing. Then you have the nerve to say, our work here matters. What do? You don't do shit. All you do is just whine and complain and bitch and moan when somebody says, even criticize you like that. She literally at one point when Jimmy Dore was calling her out, she said that Jimmy Dore's words were violence against her. So she's a drama queen. She loves this. She loves being the center of attention. Just loves it. She couldn't wait to do this 6-minute rant about how our work matters and this is it. How dare they try to make this video about killing me and hurting me. I'm precious AOC. I'm a star. That's basically her attitude here. A little bit more.
There is meaning in our service. And as leaders in this country, when we incite violence with depictions against our colleagues, that trickles down into violence in this country.
How? You have any evidence for that? You have any evidence that a random representative that very few people ever heard of tweets out an anime about how he hurt you or killed you or whatever word you want to use, somehow that trickles down to violence in the United States of America among regular people? Evidence? No, you're just going to run your mouth all day and keep talking about how the video about hurting precious little AOC somehow leads to violence. Pathetic.
And that is where we must draw the line, independent of
We must draw the line.
or belief. It is about a core recognition of human dignity and value and worth.
Wait, what about the human dignity of the people that are homeless? Do you care about that? Nope. Give zero fucks. It's all about her. Even though she just said in the beginning it's not about her at all. It's all about her. She's outraged. Look at her face. She's so outraged at the fact that this no-name congressman would put out a video talking about, put out an anime of him hurting AOC. I think Joe Biden too. Doesn't matter. It's an anime. Just relax. Do your job and end homelessness or end the wars. Do something. Anything, for me to be impressed with you. She's one of the most unimpressive people in Congress. I mean, this is pathetic. It's beyond pathetic.
So when we talk about, as mentioned in the resolution, that these depictions are part of a larger trend of misogyny and racial misogyny.
Of course, social justice warrior, queen social justice warrior running her mouth about, oh, it's sexist and racist against me because, he made it against me. He also did it against Joe Biden. I'm pretty sure Joe Biden was in that video. I couldn't find the video, by the way. It's like purged off the internet, so I couldn't really find the video to remember because I saw it once and I didn't really give a crap. But, it was important enough to these 535 members of the House, or Democrats at least, to censure a no-name Republican over this. This is ridiculous. This is high school.
Misogyny, racist misogyny. This has results in dampening the participation. And so this vote is not as complex as perhaps the Republican leader would like to make folks believe. It's pretty cut and dry. Does anyone in this chamber find this behavior acceptable?
I do. I find it perfectly acceptable. He trolled you, you walk right into the trap, and now you're whining about it. And you're like, how dare he try to kill me? And this is outrageous, isn't it? Democrats, this is outrageous, isn't it? And of course, they all grandstand and talk about how outrageous it is and moralize and grandstand to me. Get the fuck out of here.
Would you allow depictions of violence
Yeah.
against women, against colleagues? Would you
Makes me
allow that
sick.
in your home? Do you think this should happen on a school board? In a city council? In a church? And if it's not acceptable there, why should it be accepted here? Lastly, when the Republican leader rose to talk about how there are all of these double standards and lists a litany of all these different things, not once did he list an example of a member of Congress threatening the life of another. This is not about a double standard, and what is unprecedented and what is tragic is the extent of transgression in this body. I grew up as a little girl with awe about our nation's capital. The reverence and the importance and the gravity of our work here.
Additional 30 seconds.
What are you talking about? It's not that important. You're no-name congresswoman. Very people, and most of you Congress people are no-name anyways. You don't matter in the grand scheme of things. What matters is the lobbyists, the White House, and the leaders in Congress. The other 500 plus members of Congress really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. So, and you guys don't set policy. What are you talking about? I kind of got confused there towards the end there.
The gravity of our work here. So the question that I pose to this body in response is, will we live up to the promises that we make our children? That this is a...
What about the children? What about the children? That shit. I'm so sick of, like, every time they get in trouble, these politicians, they bring up kids. The kids. I don't give a shit. How about that?
Place where we will defend one another regardless of belief. That our core human dignity matters. If you believe that this behavior is acceptable, go ahead. Vote no.
I would vote no.
But if you believe that this behavior should not be accepted, then vote yes. It's really that simple. Thank you, and I yield back to the chairman.
Yeah, that's what she did there. For 6 minutes, she cried. Just like Nancy Pelosi made her cry that one time. Recently when she changed her vote from against to present on the Israel funding. That's what she did there. This was embarrassing. The entire Congress Democrats in Congress should be ashamed of themselves for this. This is childish. Well, that's the end of this video. I mean, I'm done with this. Like and subscribe, and I'll come back with another video soon. Peace.